philosophical and spiritual anguish. That these ideas were left unresolved in the New Testament meant that later generations would spill not a little ink and blood, for that matter, on constructing an authoritative account of all these issues into a systematic theology. That project took centuries for even rough outlines to form and is still ongoing today, with historical communal fractures taking place over seemingly tiny matters of dispute. One thinks of the Bishop Arius and the homoousios versus homoousios debate, or the so-called filioque controversy several centuries later. The first attempt at such a grand unified theory of Christianity, so far as we can tell, was composed by the early Christian theologian Valentinus. Very little about him is known for certain. It's suggested that he was born in Alexandria in Egypt, which to me seems perfectly reasonable, maybe even likely, sometime around 100 of the Common Era, and flourished primarily in the middle of that century. It appears that he lived, taught, and rose to prominence in Rome, or even told by other early Christians, his in fact later opponents, that he was very nearly elected bishop of the Eternal City, but when passed over for this rank, started his own church out of spite. It appears that he was very charismatic and well-liked by a sizable section of Christian believers, and that his letters, poems, homilies, and other writings were deeply praised for their profound philosophical analysis, literary beauty, and spiritual depth. His interpretation of Christianity spread rapidly and eventually split into Western and Eastern variants, with the Eastern variant surviving for centuries despite persecution by the emergent proto-Orthodoxy. To be clear, Valentinus and his followers did not see themselves as Valentinians, and even their opponents make it clear that they dislike being referred to in this way. They saw themselves as Christians, primarily preserved in the ancient code, united with an angel, thus linking one back